Damn, it's raining out and they at the hunting club. Heck no. I I hate that song now because of Logan. Shit, I got radio. Just got to eat something with it. Uh, bro.
Going up the gut. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between our visitors and our home team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, it's Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Four yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action. It's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas, 35 yards. And the Buckeyes have taken the early lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Namath. He's got his target, the tight end Newsom. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup there.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Scarborough. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Namath. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Namath. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Henry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Complete to Newsom. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. To throw, Namath. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 42 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. And a huge play that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Fields. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. On play action, Fields rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Namath to throw on 1st down. They set up the screen for Henry. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Namath. It's caught, Cooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 24, Namath. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Smith catches left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
To throw on 1st down is Namath. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo,
and oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Well, a gutsy call there. He exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Oh, now Namath unable to get away, and they got him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Namath. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Derrick Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Namath to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Namath. Under pressure, and down he goes. Chase Young coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Throwing is Namath. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Buckeyes are going to add on to their lead. Pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in onside kicks.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. 20, 10.
This is my mode, baby.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
He doesn't. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a loose football. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Namath to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now the Crimson Tide ready to kick this thing off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Floating one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down. It's Elliott, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there on 3rd down. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action, Fields. And he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Buckeyes have taken the lead. Just continue to roll. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So after the touchdown, the Buckeyes back out to kick this away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Namath. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, now Namath unable to get away, and they got him. A.J. Hawk, his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been? He's got him in, complete, and all the way down to the 26. A big play there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now the try here for the extra point. To the tight end, and he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that and this is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's Alabama now after the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He sets to fire deep. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Back to throw. Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between our visitors and themselves. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On first down, Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Caught on a slant. Touchdown. Nick Vanette. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buckeyes have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Ohio State now following the touchdown. Back out to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Chase Young in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Fields now to throw. They'll roll him out right. And the pressure gets to him again. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
From his goal line here, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives will tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictable.